Sky Blue reunion. scupperedSocceroo defender Matt Jurman may soon be on the lookout for a new club, having fallen out of favour in Saudi Arabia and after a transfer to South Korea fell through, which would have seen him line up against his old Sydney FC teammates. Stranded in Saudi, Matt Jurman. Credit. Matt Jurman has not played a game for Al Ittihad since returning to the club after the Asian Cup. The central defender appears to be on the outer, and sources close to the player have told the hairdryer he was in discussions to join Ulsan Hyundai, who are one of Sydney's AFC Champions League group stage opponents. A move was on the cusp of being sealed but is understood to have collapsed late in negotiations, leaving Jurman in the lurch. The 29-year-old also had a chance to play against the Sky Blues last season in the AFC Champions League but was injured for both of Suwon's clashes with Sydney. Dortmund clash. Sticking with Sydney FC, the Sky Blues were understood to be very close to landing a glamour post-season friendly with Bundesliga giants Borussia Dortmund this year. Dortmund had a small window in late May or early June but could not agree on her date with Sydney FC due to a potential clash with the AFC Champions League knockout stages. It hasn't deterred the German side's appetite to come to Australia, however, and it is understood they are already looking at options for a game next season. Watch this space. Welcome back. More than 15 years after his retirement from professional football, Craig Foster pulled on the boots one more time on Wednesday night and, in doing so, helped raise thousands of dollars for charity. Foster completed 90 minutes for Albion Park City FC on Wednesday night in their FFA Cup showdown with Coniston FC. The Silverhead 49-year-old was coaxed into the park football comeback by his colleague at SBS, Adrian Archuli, who is Albion Park City's president. Part of the deal was that for every minute Foster managed to play, there would be a donation made to charity. He also won an auction for a signed Socceroos jersey, which meant another $1,000 to Tour de Cure. His presence also helped boost the crowd figure, which otherwise would have been approximately 2 men and a dog. The attendance was counted at 700, although the club suspects it was more than that given gate takings were almost $4,000. There were also thousands who caught the live stream on Facebook and Twitter. Unfortunately, Albion Park City were routed 6-0, but really, the only numbers that mattered were $5,062.75 and $1,262.75, the amounts the club were able to donate to Mums for Refugees and SCARF, Strategic Community Assistance to Refugee Families, respectively. Kurtz. No contender. Adelaide United's decision to cut ties with coach Marco Kurtz at the end of the season fueled speculation that he had become the new frontrunner for the vacant Brisbane Roar job. However, the hairdryer understands Kurtz has not been interviewed and has never been considered as a serious contender to replace John Aloisi as Brisbane's next permanent coach. Low Dingers revealed in this column 2 weeks ago, Robbie Fowler was and remains the Raw's #1 preference and is very close to inking a deal. People Power are yet to establish their name or colours, but the public are rushing to help select both of those for the A-League's 12th club. After 3 community forums run by the MacArthur Southwest Sydney expansion bid, more than 3,000 potential fans completed online surveys about the club's future identity, that follows more than 17,000 other online engagements in the past month and their digital content reaching 110,000 during March, though it's not just the numbers that are pleasing the bid's leaders but also the geographic catchment. More than 90% of responses came from between Campbelltown, Liverpool, and Bankstown, establishing a firm boundary of the team's fan base. Less than 5% are understood to have come from north of the M4.